trying to see the angle, everyone. Hello. Hi, everyone who's here, whether you're joining me now or later. I am setting up right now. Put back a little bit more. I think it's this one. Hold on. Hi, everyone. Huh. I swear it's this. Maybe it's gonna do that. Oh, no, we're good. Anyway, I'm gonna ground myself and then we'll get started on the readings. For today, I am doing live stream readings. If you are new to this setup, I'm doing live readings. You can book on my Calendly for 2222. If you're interested in that, please don't forget to like and comment. And I really do appreciate all of you. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, here. There you go. Anyway, let's ground myself. I just got home from a walk. Okay. How long does this take? Okay, there you go. Anyway, there. All right. Ground myself. Call my angels, my ancestors, and my guides. Help protect me, keep me safe, and watch over me. Help everyone understand and know that I am protected and safe as well. Thank you. Those closest to me, as well as the globe, the entire world, and the universe. Thank you. Anyway, hi. Oh, hey, Flu. I call on the energy of Father Sky to come down into my chakra system. Thank you. And I call in the Mother Earth energy, this crystalline energy, and the energy of Gaia to come into my chakra system and blending together, mixing together to activate and ground me all at the same time. Thank you. Thank you, Metatron. I call my guides in for clear messages and that I can receive clearly this day. Thank you. I understand. How many more are there? 2? Okay. We get it. Thank you. You're serious? Okay. Alright. Hi, everyone. If you do want to book, I do have private reading bookings open, same day readings as well as a pre-recorded as well. I recommend a pre-recorded one. It's easier when I have sorry, I forgot so many people booked. It's easier when I have like freedom to do it when the energy's there or when I feel like inspired rather than the same day. But I do understand that people like the same day readings. Anyways, let's take a look here. So our very first person that we're going to be doing a reading for is Alexandra. By the way, hi Flo. Hi everyone else who's here. Please don't forget to like Sandra. Sorry, I almost said Alexandra L. Alexandra, we're starting your reading at 2 minutes. Or let me do 3. I want to do a little bit more meditation. Sorry, meditation saying 4. Then I'll get started on your reading, okay? Alexandra at 4-minute mark. I call in my higher self to assist me in being at my 5D awareness at all times. I also ask I may be fully plugged into the grid and to make sure the work that we are about to do here, all beings of 100% light, please assist. Thank you. I ask I may be true servant of the light and reveal whatever information I've received in your eyes of God's name. Sorry, I feel good. Hi, everyone. Okay, let's kind of get started anyway. Okay. Alrighty, so we're doing Alexandra. Alexandra's, sorry, I see here you have your questions. I know that you emailed me. Thank you for, or we just spoke over Instagram. I broke it off with my person yesterday. Oops. And we're in separation. Interesting. I broke it off with my person yesterday, and we are in separation. How did they truly feel about me? Interesting. One thing that I can feel, and this is it's coming from like my own knowing, my own experience. In life, we don't really know fully the extent of our feelings for someone until they leave our life, until we are separate from them, until we've come apart from them, and we can see it in hindsight. And it has to do a lot with karmic cycles, right? With cycles in general, and our inability to see the structure of a karmic cycle or the structure of the cycles that we're in. Um, uh, and this is what the divine director is saying, as well as Metatron, is this is the path and the process of karmic cycles, right? We're not meant to, right? It's we're meant to be oblivious, right? One of the biggest reasons as to why we can't see how we feel about people in the present moment is it wouldn't be life if we did, right? And what I mean by that, you would never fall for a karmic lesson, or you would never make a mistake, right? Because we're perfect. If you weren't completely oblivious to it. Does that make sense? I hope that does. It's like if you knew, if you were to have this like argument with this person that you would break up, and you go your separate ways, you never have the argument, right? It's like those things that we're completely blind to are what make life, right? Are what make our human experience, are what make things exciting, right? And mystifying as well, right? I know that one of the biggest things, I remember, when you're younger and you're asking those questions, is there life on other planets? You kind of grow up and you realize, yeah, right? Like, what was I thinking, right? Of course there is. And my message to you is I feel like you are, this is one of the I don't know, like cornerstones of life, right? Not knowing, right? And my message to you is that, I know it's frustrating, but this is a part of it. It's if you can appreciate this moment, it will really propel you forward is what I want to say. But let's take a look here. How do they truly feel about Alexandra? How do they truly feel about Alexandra? Let's see here, Alexandra. Your first one we have is going to be the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Interesting. They're not ready to be married or settle down, and their mother didn't approve of you or like you in the way that you hoped they would. I'm not sure if you met their mother or not, or if it was hearsay. What I'm hearing is it was hearsay, right? It was this person telling their mom about you. One of the biggest things that often happens to us in relationships is people tell us what they think they see, right? Not what's there, right? And that goes in many, many different ways. But I feel like how this person spoke about you, or how this person spoke about your connection, and maybe the upheaval, the challenges there. I don't know if you're very young or this person is, but there's this feeling here where they weren't ready to settle down. This person's mom didn't approve of how things were going, and they kind of wanted it to end, right? This is someone whose mom who wanted things to end between you and them, and it kind of got pushed in that direction. Okay, we have the beginnings coming through as well. With beginnings coming through, this is someone I can feel like they have maybe jump relationships before they met you, or they were periodically seeing people regularly. This is someone who kind of wanted to be free. I don't feel like this is someone who sees what they had, and they will not ever see what they have until they look back with that beginnings here and to see what they've left behind. And it kind of reminds me of when you have like it's like a father, right, or a dad or a man, and he leaves his family, and it's not until he looks back at what he left does he truly get what he left, right? I feel like that energy here. Like, this is someone who's never going to get what they left behind, Alexandra, until they look back and think, I left all of that for this. And this is someone who needs that, right? And this is what the great divine director is saying. This is life, right? That we have to have this experience in order for us to truly see, right, what we are leaving behind, and truly feel what we feel for people as well. With the Chariot being here, I think the first snag, or one of the first snags in your connection, made this person want to quit and leave it with the Six of Swords here. They often look for these things, right? Look for reasons to kind of get going. I know it's a crazy thing to say, but I feel like this person really does appreciate sex. And having sex with people, I want to say with someone, and they kind of lose interest after that as well. I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's kind of their end game. We have the King of Swords here, very cold demeanor. How they see things is very cut and dry. Do you know how like life is nuanced, right? Life has all these different layers in it, all these different interpretations, and all these different things about how we can grow, right? All these different ways in which we can see things, right? I feel like this is someone who sees things very cut and dry, right? Where it's like, well, it didn't work, or we're not compatible, or this, that, and the other, and they're really quick at closing out cycles here. I feel like this is someone who truly thinks, right, that they that they're not going to miss you, right? They truly feel like they're not going to care, right? They truly feel like they're never going to have that realization or that epiphany that you matter to them. And this is where they are mentally and emotionally when it comes to how they feel about you and this connection. So I'm not saying this is the case. I feel like this is how their mentality is. This is where their head is, right? How do they truly feel about Alexandra with the Seven of Cups here? Interesting. There's someone else that's on their mind that they think about that's not you. That this person really preoccupies a lot of their mental energy. I'm not sure who this is exactly. I actually feel like there's a past life connection there, but it's not clear. Are these two people? Let's see, we have the Six of Wands reversed. I feel like it's a connection that didn't work out in their past, like they're hung up on an ex, but I truly feel, and I know it's an odd thing to say, I don't think they are an ex. It doesn't feel like that to me. I feel like they're just, they think about someone that they fantasize about that keeps them a little bit trapped, all right? Are Alexandra and this person meant to be together, right? Are they meant to be together? I get a yes. That was crazy. I get a yes, yeah. I have the King of Wands coming through with the Princess of Cups as well, and sacrificed here. I do feel in one of your in your lifetimes you've been with this person or you will be with this person. With the sacrifice in this reverse here, one thing that is coming through from, I want to say the Ascended Master Saint Germain, he's saying that this person had to sacrifice you so that they can realize what they sacrificed. And I know it's crazy, and I just want those out there because I know it's like no one wants this reading, right? But I think you should anyway. They sacrifice all of you. Does that make sense? Like everything about you. They just sacrifice all of it, and they're truly going to appreciate all of you when they look back and understand who you are on a soulful level. And this is someone who, I want to say, inadvertently chose you in some way, whether or not they think they did or didn't. Anyway, with the Knight of Wands here, they're a bit of a free agent right now. They're not looking to settle down. They are not ready to do that, nor is this person the kind of person that you should try to rely on or lean on. With the Queen of Swords being here, you're entering this connection at a different ball game. And one thing I can see here, and this I feel is actually something that you've repeatedly done in your lifetime, you come into connections with your full energy, with your full embodiment, right? And you're ready. It's like you're ready for the long haul every time, right? Every time you like someone, you're just ready to take it to the to the next level. And I feel like you've never really enjoyed the process of dating, or you've never really appreciated the experience that dating offers, or meeting new people, or spending time with someone, or even learning more about yourself. I feel like you've never truly appreciated that. And one thing that's coming through from the Divine Director is for you to take time to experience yourself, right? Your own energy. And honestly, I feel like enjoying dating, right? Or enjoying having, meeting someone new. And I feel like you probably look at it as work, or especially with that Queen of Swords coming through, you look at it as work, or you have to go through a checklist, or it's like, I hope that makes sense. It's like you're not going there and having fun, right? I feel like it's like, not even, I don't even think it's a silver lining. It's like a side, right? Like when you have a meal, right? It's like a side. Having fun is a side. The meal is you figuring some stuff out, or you seeing a future there, or something like that. But I feel like the message is for you to live more presence, right? Live more in the present moment and enjoy your time while you're around people, and not look at it like work, or not look at it like you have to ask all these things. It's like, I don't know. It's like sit in the energy, or sit in yourself. I don't know how you want. Sorry, Buddha is here, but I don't know how you want to phrase it. But the message is that you've never had that experience, and even if you think you have not, right? So let's see. Is there any other things? Ooh, sorry. By the way, hi everyone. Oh, booking on Calendly, or you can. Oopsie. Sorry. Ooh, ouch, that hurts. Here you go. Book. You can send money there, and then write your question. Or sorry, Alexandra. Anything else on Alexandra's reading? Or actually, I think I'm done. Hold on. I think I'm done. Let me see. Yeah. Ouch. 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 I just want to I want one last thing for Alexandra. Since you did wait for your question, we have the Six of Cups reverse. This is the Eight of Wands. There's a past connection that I feel that can give you some I don't know, I heard the word brevity. I actually don't know what that means, brevity. Anyway, I want. Anyway, brevity of human life. Okay, great. I feel like I can give you some brevity. But this past connection is really going to be really helpful for you, right? To learn more about. There's lessons there. I actually see that you have a brother or someone that is like a brother. Maybe it's a cousin. It could be it could be a friend. There's a brother whose connection that you can benefit from when it comes to looking at your interactions, your dynamics, and how you two get along, and even stuff that happened in your past that may have been traumatic or painful. I see emotional stuff, right? Look at the emotional stuff with your brother and heal that. With the Eight of Wands in its reversed here, I feel like there is, sometimes when someone tells you something really hurtful, and it lands on you, like you sometimes repeat it or your subconscious repeat it. I feel like there's stuff that maybe have been told to you. I feel like it's from your father that you want to heal as well. With the love in its reversed here, right now, the best course of action is learning to love self. I feel like when you're dating or when you're trying to date, you're trying to love the person across from you, right? That's great, right? But what we want to do is learn to love ourselves, right? And one of the things that they would like for you to look at is I learned to love me even when other people don't like me, right? And it's such an odd thing. It comes from, I want to say, Kuan Yin. She's a goddess. It's actually who came through saying that love and like are different, right? But we often use them interchangeably, or we often think one is equivalent to the other. Love is not equal to like, right? It's not. And my message to you is I feel like you're looking at them to love you, and you're hoping to be what they like, right? But you want to show up into your relationships and your connections and even your own life, loving yourself no matter what, right? Learning to love yourself no matter who is across from you and how they feel about you, and specifically even if they don't like you or like you, right? Learn to love self. Sorry, I know I phrased that right. Whew. Sorry, that was the information was high dimensional. Anyway, but transformation being here in its reverse. There's your relationship with your mother has to have some work. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but there's a mom here, or your mother specifically with that transformation. Your mom, I think she moved here or whatever place you live in. Maybe she moved back, but I feel like when you're younger or maybe later in life when you move to a new country or you move to a new, I actually feel like it's a country. I feel like your mom did this. This experience was very traumatic for her, and she never fully healed from this. And I feel like you carry some of that energy, you carry some of that weight. One thing that is coming through from, I want to say mother, right, is with that Five of Cups here, and it's upright, mother. One thing that I feel here is that you've taken some of that burden on for her to help her, and it's a beautiful thing. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Whew. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, do you have if you want a question answered? Sorry. Grounding. Thank you. Call on the earth. Call Archangel Michael to help remove that negative energy, that rage, the anger. So I tapped into something. That's really painful. A lot of rage and a lot of anger here. So I'm passing it. I'm healing it. heal the etheric cords. Plug them into source. Into source. Into source. Into source. Thank you. Yeah. Phoenix state of mind. And if you want to book with me, please book on my Calendly. Sorry, I want to make sure that everything's okay with the Calendly. Yeah. Just making sure everything's good. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, what question do you have? Oh, sorry, Phoenix, I'm not logged into my PayPal, and then I have to, like, I'm on my phone recording, so what question do you have, if you don't mind? And thank you for booking with me. Bridger's feelings towards me and intention. Let's take a look here. I kind of want to look like get a one-card draw for the connections to see what we're working with. We have Saint Germain as well as Metatron stepping forward to answer today your question for you, Phoenix. I feel like you're connected to like magic, like wizardry. Wizardry is actually a really, really hot thing, at least for the next thing. Maybe they're saying it's indefinite. Anyway, you may want to look into that, or if you want. But let's get a one-card draw for the connection. Actually, let me put your timestamp. 21 minutes. So Phoenix. 21 minutes. There you go. Let's take a look here. One card draw for the connection. Let's see. All right, so we have coming through is going to be the Ten of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. You have sorry, I feel like it could be something that just like I feel a lot of people say this, but I feel like your family, I feel like the family you come from may like you may have seen a lot of like families fall apart, or a lot of a lot of connections never really reach success or last. I remember I went to as a child, I had this like, you know, like when people like they were together for, I don't know, like maybe 50 years, and, you know, like everyone like thinks like, oh, that's success, I guess so, right? On some level there's some kind of success there, right? I feel like you've seen a lot of connections. I felt like for a moment it was specifically your own parents. Connections fall apart. I feel like you have some of this in you, right? That energy or that belief or that mindset that makes you feel like connections tend to fall apart, or it's interesting. I actually feel like it's coming from an ex. They're saying that you focus on, you're very quick to see how someone could be sabotaging a connection and leading that to the ending. But I feel like I'm gonna leave that to the side. I feel like you may have a habit of this, but let's take a look here. I wanna reground myself. Sorry, because when I connect to energies, it's. I don't think it was the X, the one we're talking about, but maybe it was. Let's take a look here. So let's try again. What are Bridger's feelings, intentions towards me? I actually don't feel like that. Sorry. It was a male energy. But let's see. What are Bridger's feelings and intentions for me? Let's see. Let's look at their feelings and intentions. The Divine Director saying sometimes we get like that answer because it needs to hit something, or we need to have awareness to it. Don't worry, we have temptation here coming through as your first card. One of the things that I can feel, and this is coming through from the earth, for us right now, like being with our spiritual counterpart, being with your spiritual counterpart, it makes you feel right. Like you should be together always, or, there's just that message coming through with this temptation. I feel like right now, and it's coming from the earth, you kind of need to be apart, right? This person feels like it's not the right time for you two to come together, and it's not the right time for you to make something or create something here, right? I do feel you coming with this person, you're going to create something in the physical reality. And I don't mean like a relationship. I actually feel like it's going to be, it could be like a side hustle or business, or something that is, full of sacred sexuality or divine creation energy. I actually feel like you're meant to create this in this physical reality. I feel like you're meant to bring this down to the earth. But this is someone who feels like right now it's not the time for you two to come together. Right now it's not the time for you two to spend to be together, right? We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out, and it also came out with the Wisdom. Nine of Pentacles reversed for me. I feel like this person's going to be focused on their money, or they're focused on their material wealth and their finances. There's something about like this person's immediate family that they're focused on as well. I think that they're going to stay with their family. I feel like this is someone who's going to, do you know when you're like not looking to date and you just want to hang out with your family, your siblings, your mom, your dad? This is someone where I feel like they're in this energy, right? With the Wisdom here, I feel like this is coming from their higher self, right? This person, and I want to say their higher self, right? Are both in alignment when it comes to this connection not quite being the right time, the right place, the right energy for them, even the right soil, right? With the Prince of Cups here as well, and it also came out with the Eight of Wands. I feel this is someone who has a lot of emotional feelings towards you, as well as a lot of passion, right? But with the Queen of Wands here in its reverse, they're not ready to, I want to say, embark on that journey yet, right? And be together with you. All right, so let's look what else, right? What are their feelings, right? What are their feelings towards Phoenix? We have that Prince of Wands coming through, and it's reverse. They feel like there's no rush here, right? Like there's a lot of time that this person doesn't need to rush. One thing that is coming through from, I want to say, the Divine Director, is one thing that's coming through from the Divine Director, with that Prince of Wands in its reverse here. It's like all of us intuitively know that there's plenty of time, right? That there's more than enough time to go around. And with that Prince of Staves in its reverse, I feel like this is someone who's gonna focus on some other things before you and them get together, right? And this is coming from their higher self, and I want to say their Akashic. With the Nine of Wands coming through as well, there's some stuff from their past that they want to put to rest, that they want to heal, that they want to focus on, that they want to release before you and them come back, or for you and them create something. All right, so the Ace of Cups is reversed for a reason. Sorry, there's like so many intrusive energies these days. Hold on, I'm gonna call in the dragons. Thank you, to cleanse and clear it. Like I said, ever since everyone got like activated, everyone's trying out these new things, and I'm not the one to do it. I'm so happy. I've been dealing with what we're all dealing with since I was like 7, training actually, like the Olympics, so that I can take these people on. Anyway, with the Magician here, I know, and I feel like they're gonna manifest in a different direction right now. They're gonna manifest doing some other things, meeting some other people, and experiencing different walks of life than a connection with you right now. It's not that they're blocked off to you emotionally. It's not that this is someone who feels nothing for you. They just know intuitively, innately, from their higher self, from their records, that right now that their time is better spent elsewhere, right? So that they can be the best possible version they can be, and then they can spend their life with you, or spend more time with you, or get to know you. And it's like an odd thing, but it is coming from them. This person really is saying this, but it's like they're not they're not their best self yet, right? They're not their best. They've not hit that point. You know what I mean? Like that Nine of Cups, that Ten of Cups. They haven't hit that yet. It's a 9 technically. And this is someone who's still finding themselves, right? They're still learning about themselves. They have all this new learning that they're doing, and they want to focus on that before they create something with you. And ever since, I want to say, our hearts opened up, that's actually how the record keepers and guides are phrasing it. Ever since our hearts opened up, we know that everyone loves everyone 100%, right? You know what I mean? Like, we know that person loves you 100%, and this is taking a load off of us, right? I remember when I first had when I first awoken, like, I don't know, like 4 years ago, like I was first conscious, right? I remember I connected with my twin in the 5D, and I knew in that moment, for one, my twin was my twin. Okay? The second thing I knew was that my twin loved me. And when I knew that, oh, wait a second, that guy loves me, it made me feel like I don't have to chase it anymore, right? I actually have someone that loves me. And my message to you, Phoenix, this is someone who feels that love for you very, very, very well. And they don't need to chase it right now. And since we're no longer survivor, fight or flight, right? That's survival mentality, right? We're not able to focus on things that we're passionate about. and this is all right, coming from, I want to say your higher self, maybe your own energy. It's time for you to do the same. So the focus on love is the focus on this connection for this person is this. It's not where their head's at. All right, I hope that makes sense. With the Three of Pentacles, they're gonna be building something new. You will build something with this person, but later on in a different date, right? I feel like very strongly. The King of Cups for their feelings. What are their intentions? We have the King of Wands. When they're ready, when they're prepped, when this person is feeling more secure, they're gonna come after you and make a move in your direction. It's honestly kind of sad. I am reading this person's records right now, and it is in their records that they will take actions towards you, that they will make a move towards you, that they will reach out to you, spill the beans, even, right? But right now, this person is focused on different connections, healing them, and different aspects of life. I don't know exactly what the beginnings here. I feel like this is a message for you. You know, what are you going to do about this, right? This person isn't ready for a connection with you. What will you do in the meantime? Or what do you want to do? Or what do you feel called to do? And one of the things that is coming abundantly clear for me, especially for those that are in the, I want to say in the know, you know, you may want to discover different parts of yourself. You know, this whole last year, right, has helped me discover that there's more to me than I knew, right? There's more to me than I thought, actually, is how I want to phrase it. The air is coming up. My message to you is that you may have had a similar experience where there's more to you than you thought there were. And I want, it's kind of like that message. I want you to discover what that is, right? I want you to explore these parts of yourself. I see a very sexual being coming out of this, by the way, but it's not always that way. But I feel like there's parts of you that you've discovered that you like, or that you have, or that you want to I don't know, do the things that you want to do more of. And sorry, I'm like trying to I'm like trying to ground this, but just take these energies sometimes. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, I feel like there's other parts of yourself that you want to discover, that you want to like learn about. I know it's a crazy thing, but I'm seeing like a magician. You know, a magician on stage. I see stuff like that. And magic. I feel like I truly feel like yours is magic. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but anyway. Ooh. Okay. So, is there anything else about this connection for Phoenix? We have transformation reversed. We have movement reversed and a 10 of Pentacles. They see a future with you, just not yet, right? The world, I actually feel like you're taking this good. I don't know. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. But I feel like you're taking it quite good. But my message to you is like, they see it, right? Not duh, right? You know what I mean. And this is someone who's just like, but I need to do this first, right? I need to focus on this first. I need to cultivate this first. And that's what they're doing. With the movement and it's reversed here as well as the world, they're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. And the world's not going anywhere. And this person is focused on the other things right now because they no longer need to rush, worrying if there's enough time. This is someone who intuitively, innately feels that there's plenty. And this is a beautiful state to be in. And this is coming from Buddha, right? When we hit that state, right, that he says that enlightenment, it allows us such freedom. I remember when I hit it, you know, when I first met my twin, I thought time was running out. No, right? Sorry, we all feel that, but I don't mean to like laugh at it, but like that feeling of time's running out, that feeling of like, of like, you know, I like, if I don't move, I'm gonna lose everything. You know, when you finally realize that that's false, right? That's a false reality, and you realize you have plenty of time. It really does allow you such freedom. All right. Anyway, the Justice coming out. Sorry, we have the Love and then the 8 of Swords here. I feel you're releasing some of that energy, that impatience. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Drink water. I'm gonna grab myself a little more. Okay. No problem. Tequila, do you mind writing your question in the chat as well as your date of birth, if that's possible? By the way, hi Vicky. Hi Ben. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me open my different. Let me open this so I can be a little more organized. PayPal. Wow. So I'm like really looking at this. Okay. So I don't know which one's Phoenix, but wait, no, sorry, this is not it. Okay, thank you, Tequila. Oh no, I'm good. I tapped in really quickly for you. Phoenix was a little difficult for me for some reason, but yours is good. Sorry, I finally feel grounded again. Okay, let's take a look here. We have Tequila and Ricky. By the way, I get like goosebumps and really giggly feelings. Maybe this is a new connection, but I think this is an important connection. Sorry, the Divine Director says all connections are important. Yes, right, sorry, but I feel like this connection for you, Tequila, is a very important question, right? Or, sorry, connection, and this is a very important question for you. So you want to know, sorry, I don't mean to laugh. For Tequila and Ricky, what are Ricky's feelings towards me and likely the actions that they'll take? Ooh, very juicy. Okay, so how does Ricky currently feel about Tequila? And what actions will he take towards her as a result of that? I do feel like he's working things out with his mother. It could be feminine energy in general. I actually feel like he's had issues with his grandmother as well as his mother. In fact, I feel like his grandmother has had a really big impact on how his mother sees him and their dynamic. So one of the things that we often, carry, right, are the traumas, right? With our connection, especially with the mother wound. But anyway, with the Three of Swords here, reversed for this person's feelings, you have had a very healing impact on this person. Do you know when you look at connections and you think they freaking suck, right? I think love sucks. I think connection sucks. I think marriage is a sham. I don't actually think they say that one, but you know what I mean? Like when people have that mentality, right? That connections are bad, that this is bad. You've had a very healing one for this person. They don't know this yet, by the way, but they're on the cusp of seeing the great impact you've had on their life. And I remember when, like I met my own twin, right? I remember when I met my own twin, and I didn't see how my twin's actions were benefiting me at the time. But I saw eventually, right? I truly adore my twin now, right? My message to you is I feel like you, this is someone where you've had a really big impact, but they don't know that yet, per se, right? Fully, completely. They will, right? We have the Two of Pentacles coming through. There's big balance here between you and this person. You can offset something that they have. Like maybe, some people have a really big ego, and you can offset it. I'm not sure if it's that one. I think this person has anger issues, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it feels like this person has this really big, heavy weight on them, like on this side, right here, and you're able to offset that with your own vibration, with your own energy, with your own being. One thing that I'm hearing from this person's higher self is that you are able to give them the perspective on situations or things that they deal with that are very triggering for them, to see it from a different light. And I remember when what's it called? I remember when sorry, I don't mean to laugh to you. I love that I finally grounded. I don't know why I was struggling to ground. Anyway, I remember when I was like, interacting with my own twin, and my twin would say something that I was missing about my situation, and it really benefited me. It really helped me out a lot. I feel here with the Two of Pentacles being on the table that you've been able to shed light on things that have triggered this person for a long time, or things about the world, things about their connections, or things about people, right? And you've helped them release a lot of anger, or release a lot of oppression, or release a lot of the stuff that were holding this person back. And one thing that is very difficult for us to see is when we've had something in our life that's very frustrating for a really long time. we don't really recognize it's low vibe, right? Let's say you've always had a bad relationship with your parents, or let's say you've always had toxic relationships in your life, or you've had a long-standing toxic relationship you're trying to ditch. It's hard for you to see and recognize how toxic that is. I feel like you have had this impact on this person, and they trust your opinion. They trust your perspective. They trust how you see things, and they know when you speak it, right? When you're saying this person, that what you speak is truth, right? And the Nine of Wands coming through as well. With the Nine of Wands coming through on the table, I feel here as well, they're pretty guarded towards you. They feel like you are, but they feel like they can let their guard down. With the Power coming through as well, this is where that anger, that rage, there is anger, there is rage here. I was channeling right before you're reading with someone else, and I like this a ton of rage like entered my body, like a lot, and I had to channel it. It's actually in the stone right now. Like, we're still healing it. I feel like I took on some of this one anyway, but with the Power coming through, I feel like you've helped heal this person's rage. They're more balanced now. Now that this person has met you, now that they've engaged with you, now that they've interacted with you, they feel more they feel more open, right? They feel more open and more balanced. Okay. We also have the Prince of Cups reversed, and it came out with Prince of Cups reversed. It came out with the Page of Swords reversed and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like the reason why you experience this person being closed off and how you perceive it is that this person's mind's eye, or their focus is inwards. This person isn't the person that they are, that you see right in front of you, is still forming, right? They're transforming, they're releasing, they're healing, and they're evolving. This is someone whose focus is inwards, not outwards. So what you have is someone who's probably thinking a lot, right? They're probably closed off, actually, right? This is someone who probably appears, right, that they're not engaging with you fully. But in reality, the reason why is because so much of their focus has gone inward that they're paying attention to what's happening inside, not so much outside. And this is that introspective work, right? So this person is developing the stuff, right, with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. With the Seven of Pentacles, give them time and they will, right? This person will start to shed more light, will start to reveal more of self, right? But the self that you see is someone who's not fully developed, okay? With the Six of Pentacles coming through, one thing that is coming through from my twin, opening up and telling them about your own life experiences, or about what you've gone through, or starting first when it comes to those great reveals that we often have. This person will follow suit, right? But I see their focus right now being inward. So I feel like they may look like they're moving, they may look like they're alive, they may look like they're fully present, but in reality, almost all of their attention is inwards, healing themselves, and really focused on that, not so much on what's happening outside, right? And this is someone who needs more time, right? With the Three of Wands coming through, if you were to give this person some more time, or if you were to give this person a little more time, if you were to I don't want to say hold out a little bit, they will surprise you. All right, and that's coming from my twin, by the way. It's coming from my twin. Anyway, anything else? We have the Six of Wands reversed, Six of Staves. Sorry, it's just if you knew what I was dealing with, you would be shocked. Anyway, and we have the Princess of Cups coming through. They are healing things with the Father. This person wants to be a good father. I don't know if they're a man or not. Sorry, I forgot who, or Ricky. Yes. I don't know if they're a father or not, but they want to be a good father. They want to be someone who is balanced. You know, one of the things that is coming through from his higher self, I even want to say his own energy, is he didn't know that it was possible, right? And this is someone who's like, I would like to be a good guy, right? Or I would like to be a good father. I would like to be a good husband, or I would like to be a good wife, whatever, right? And this person is like, wait a second, I see a path to that happening, or I know how to heal, or I know how to work on self, or I know how to develop myself. And this is coming from Buddha. This is someone where they realize it's possible for me to be a good father. It's possible for me to be loving. It's possible for me to be that great guy that everyone talks about, right? Or everyone loves, or everyone aspires to be, right? This is someone who's looking at themselves and thinking, wait, I can be that guy, right? And that's what they're working on. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, we have the Sacrifice reverse, and then we have the Strength coming through. with the Six of Swords. They are developing self-healing as well, but again, this is someone who's realized that that's possible. I remember when I first awoken, or I first started to discover what healing is. You know, when you learn to heal, right? When you learn to work and develop self, you start to understand that you don't have to settle for having rage issues, right? You don't have to settle for having intimacy issues, right? You don't have to settle for being depressed, right? You realize you don't have to settle for a minimum wage job, right? You start to realize when you're conscious that you can change your ways. And this is someone where I feel they're experiencing consciousness for the first time, and they're realizing I don't have to be like that, right? I don't have to be like that anymore. I can change, and this is the path that they're on right now. They're changing, right? So I know it's a crazy thing to say, but it's almost like it's coming from your records. To see this person change, I feel is part of your evolution, is part of what you came here to do, right? One thing that is coming through from, I want to say your human side, it's like we don't think we can change, right? You know, that's the thing, like, I don't know, I actually don't have that in my reality anymore, but, you know, when people are like, oh, you can't change, like, I don't think anyone thinks that anymore, at least I hope not, but we can change, right? And I feel like you seeing this person change right in front of your eyes is going to be very illuminating for you. It's going to make you a believer, actually, is what I feel. But again, what this person is doing is changing, right? They're literally changing right in front of you. Anyway, I think that's it. Sorry. Nine of Pentacles coming through. Interesting. The Three of Swords. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. And then we... Three of Swords, and then we have the Two of Swords, and we also have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, right now, and this is coming from Buddha, you are asked to maybe focus more on giving to yourself rather than this connection. You can't give this person like time or energy. And it's really going to be your worthwhile, right? Focus more on what you can give yourself right now while they're changing in front of you, while they're evolving, and it will feel like time's flying, right? If you're sitting there waiting for this person, and like it's like watching paint dry, right? Or it's watching them create like some kind of I don't know, canvas, right? It's gonna take forever. You don't want to sit there waiting, right? My message to you is, what could you do in the meantime to maybe make more money or live your best life, or I don't know, you know what I mean, like create something, and it will allow time to fly, and it will feel like this person is changing overnight because you're keeping yourself inspired, right? You're keeping yourself happy, you're keeping yourself fulfilled. This person really loves it when you're fulfilled and when you're happy, okay? So what could you do in the meantime? And I'm gonna leave it like that for you, okay? I think that's it. Yeah, everything's good, sorry. Whew. Does anyone else have a question? I hope that was okay for you. Tequila. Anyway, I'm gonna grab myself again. Oh my God. Okay, Katie. I got you, Katie. Give me a second. I'm gonna ground myself again. Just grounding some of these energies. Just a lot of people's pains out in the open these days. Gaia saying that a lot of people, like, I don't know, it's not exploded, but you know when you kind of like have been holding a lot of rage in you for a while, or a lot of anger in you for a while, and it's like, with Earth ascending, you have to release it. It's like that. Like, I feel like a lot of people have let like all their pain out in the open, and it's just floating and waiting for people who are sensitive to pick it up. And it's just like, me being me, I've been picking up a lot of that, and it's just like healing that has been outrageous. It's been crazy. It's taken me 8 months to feel okay. All right. Anyway, for Katie, can you tell me if their person will be with them soon? I see February, but I've been getting that from the Earth. She's very keen on that. Earth, it's Earth's time right now, right? Earth is ascending, Earth's evolving, she's on the move, right? That's what, Katherine said when I got an Akashic reading, Earth's on the move, literally, right? We need to wait for her to stop, right? We need to wait for her to take a break, to take a moment, to for us to like be able to like be more active, right? And my message to you is that this is normal for us. Like it's all about Earth. Like we've come here to evolve Earth. We've come here to ascend this planet, right? That planet, that woman actually, that Pachamama, right? We've come here to help her, to help her children, to help her her line, right? To help ascend her. If you've ever seen how Pachamama looks and seen how hard she works, it's unbelievable, right? Us giving her like a year is no big deal, right? So she's saying February, she feels like things will be more calm and we will be at a better place. So will your person be together soon? I see February, February 2nd, maybe 17th, maybe before Valentine's. I've never had one, by the way, everyone. Anyway, so the cups coming through. No, not soon. We had the Four of Cups here as well. This is coming through from her. I actually feel like watching TV right now will be helpful for you, Katie, or finding stuff to preoccupy yourself with. I feel like you're pretty full to me. Like I feel your belly is pretty full. I don't mean like in that sense. I mean like in a fulfillment state, right? I feel like you feel good to me, right? With the Four of Cups here, what could you do that can fill up some of your time? I actually see you doing like typing or writing. You may want to process some of your feelings. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming through and the Eight of Cups. They're on a different journey than you are right now. This person, it's different, and what I mean by that, it's like their path is different than yours. It's an odd thing to say, but I feel like when everything hit the fan, right? You know, in December, you know, I didn't mean this, by the way. I feel like you kind of had your ducks in a row, basically, Katie. You're like, I'm good, right? And I feel like this person had a little bit of a different, like, wake-up call than you, right? It's almost like, wait a second, I didn't do all of this, right? And it's almost like they had to really, I hope that makes sense. Again, that's what sorry, Pachamama is saying, right? That's what the Mother Earth is saying. Just watch some TV, right? Anyway, but I feel like you've had your ducks in a row. I feel like you did your healing. I feel like you did your internal work. You know, like you focused on self, right? You developed yourself. You figured out who you are, right? And this person was just like, all of a sudden they get hit with that wave that all of us got hit with, and they're like, wait a second, I was supposed to do all this stuff and I didn't do it, and they had to go all the way around to do it. And I feel like that's what they're doing. This person has to do the work, right? They have to do the work that you did already. I feel like you did it in summer. In the summertime, that's actually what I see. I actually see it as July, but it's coming through as August. By the way, my family is getting home, so if you hear their voices, I do apologize. But I feel like for this person, it's like I have to do all these things before all this work, and that's what they're doing, right? So it's like you can't help them with that, right? You know, you did yours by yourself. They will do it. They will do it as well, but it's almost like you're ahead of the curve. Okay, we have the Power coming through. This is them. The Five of Swords. They're going back to stuff that they had to heal, that they have to heal, and then we have the Prince of Cups here. Again, I see this being around January, February, that this person may make you an offer that they're likely to. And we have the Six of Wands coming through, in its reverse. I feel like they're not tapped in as much as you are, and this person feels like you're likely to reject them, but they are open to making you an offer. They are open to offering you their cup. And I see February really being key for this, okay? Hope that makes sense to you. I hope that you get it. Right now, this person needs to be by themselves and vice versa. You're sitting pretty. I hope that makes sense to you. But I actually don't feel like you're gonna drop the ball on that. I think you're gonna keep working on self, develop self. You know, one thing that is coming through from the universe is for you to pay attention to those, like, sometimes when you have a rage or when you have a trigger, pay attention to that, heal that, or bring awareness to that, and you will start to heal even more, right? And soon I feel like you're gonna start healing people around you, okay? Sorry, I think it's funny. She's saying just watch some TV. That's what Mother Earth said. Just watch TV. That's what I started doing. I feel if you've been like me, you have a year of TV to go through. Because I haven't watched TV for like pretty much a year because of all the craziness that's been happening. Anyway, I just want you to know that it's a funny thing. Oh, wow. Okay, does anyone else like to book with me? Please book. If not, I will. I don't mind taking free questions as well. Actually, I've been making really good money. It's nice. Thank you. Thank you, Earth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you don't have to, Radiant. You can ask whatever you want to ask. I don't mind taking your question, and you can PayPal it if you don't mind, but it don't matter. That's fine as well. Whew. Let's see. Oh, I did this last time. Okay. Ooh, Radiant Uprising. Let's take a look here. Just wondering about my ghostly connection with Tyler. Let's take a look here. We have a Mother Earth stepping forward to answer your question. Mother Earth, can you tell me, or I want to say Mama, Mother, can you tell me about the connection, the ghostly connection with Tyler that Radiant Uprising has gone through? Let's take a look here. What does Radiant need to know about that connection? Ooh, sorry, the Earth is saying she's so happy that she can have input, that people are asking. It's just a beautiful thing. I remember when I first, I was ascending in November, December, and I connected with the Earth for the first time. It was shocking just how, she's there, right? She's like literally there anyway. It's real nice. Anyway, the Princess of Cups coming through for your first card. This person suffers from childhood trauma that really gets triggered when they're around you, or was a trigger for this person when they were around you. And one of the things that I actually feel like this person's very aware that they have this childhood trauma, that they have issues with intimacy or issues with opening up. I feel like this person is actually very aware of this. We had the second card being the Six of Pentacles coming through, and the Queen of Cups, Queen of Staves. When this person and you started like dating, this person knew for like right away that they come in to take from people or to get their cup filled by others. Sorry, the air came up. So that they can, I'm not gonna say feel better, but that's kind of their MO, right? They go into someone who has a lot to offer, someone who has a lot of like really good energy, and this person fills themselves up, and then they kind of just scurry away, right? Not in that sense, but it's because of this trauma. One thing that I feel that comes through from this person is that they are from Carl, right? That this person has learned from their early childhood years that if they don't look after themselves, no one will, right? So this person looks at relationships and moves through the relationships as taking, right? What they can take from others, not necessarily what they can give, or necessarily being happy with the person, right? This is someone who's a taker, right? And I feel like that's what they did, right? I feel like this person went into your connection with the intention of taking all that they can take from you, right? All that love that you offer, all that energy that you give, and they kind of ran with that. There is a selfishness. It does come from this person's father, but their childhood, right, taught them to take, right? I know it's crazy. I'm not saying it's exactly this, but maybe they were hungry, right? They may have been hungry as a child, or very poor. It's hard to say, but I feel like this person childhood had a lot of lack in it, right? And when our childhood has so much lack, we often need, right? We often have to grow up with that need, and we're looking for other people to fill it, right? So that's how they presented, right? That's how your connection is. Sorry, let me make sure I phrase that right. No, step out of there. Stop. What are you doing? That's how this person looks at connections, right? How can they fill my needs, right? How can they take care of my needs? How could I get my needs met here? With the Queen of Wands being here as well, I do feel like this is someone who finds you very attractive, and they don't really find themselves that attractive. Okay, it's just an odd thing. You know when someone says you look in the mirror, right? This is someone who has a hard time with that. They have a hard time looking in the mirror for very long. Sorry, it kind of reminds me of a Taylor Swift song. Anyway, we have the King of Cups coming through and the Four of Pentacles. This person's father used emotions, used love as a weapon. And they often withheld that love, withheld that emotion, withheld that connection from them. Sorry about the noise. They withheld that love from them purposely in order to control them. So this person has like, I don't know, this person's relationship with love, the emotion, the feeling, the connection has grown up. Sorry, I wanna 1 second. I wanna ground one more time. Probably gonna be my last question. Anyway, they grew up with in that dynamic with their father, where love was always used as a way to control. They kind of look at it. They've kind of like taken on that energy. They've taken on that mentality, taken on that approach. Okay. So anything else about the connection? Anything else that can heal? We have the Nine of Pentacles coming through. You have a lot to offer. Even though it may not feel that way, or you may look at yourself and not see it, right? One of the things that is coming through from the Great Divine Director is that we don't see ourselves, right, that well, right? We don't. Actually, one of the biggest things that's going to happen to this planet is we will be meeting ourselves. That will become later. I think 2 years from now. Anyway, we'll finally meet ourselves. It's a big deal, by the way, but I know we can't conceptualize that yet. But he wants to say that you're beautiful, right? That you're divine, that you're perfect, and you have a lot to offer, more than you possibly think. And even if you didn't have much to offer, you are so much more beautiful than you know, right? You are so much more worthy of love than you understand. And if you were to take a step back from that, right? If you take a step back from thinking you don't. No, I don't want to phrase like that. If you were to start to heal those limiting beliefs or those mindsets about self, you would understand that this person's actions had nothing to do with you, right? This person's mentality, their approach to love, and their approach to connections had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with what you offered as well. And you will start to have more compassion for them as well. But with the transformation coming through, I see that you're going through one. Going through a transformation. You're going through an evolution. But the Three of Swords is reversed for a reason. You're healing. Sorry, I didn't realize that there's an Ankh here. I don't know if you've ever worked with them. If you Ankhs are about eternal life, but it's also about really healing energies. I see Ankh as Hathor, right? I think it's actually one of her incarnations. Anyway, sorry, just saying yes. We have balance coming through, and it came out with the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm remembering this now. Anyway, with balance and upright as well as the Queen of Pentacles. Let me see. Let me see here. Sorry. With that balance coming through as well as the Queen of Pentacles, heal, right? Focus on you, right? And I think I'm gonna keep it there. Sorry. Like the flow stopped. Let me see. Is there anything else? Anything else about this? I don't feel it anymore, but I hope did that answer your question? Let me see. Wonder about the ghost of connection with Tyler. Yeah. No, that's it. There's a Three of Wands coming through. I don't know if you and Tyler will be together in that sense or anymore, but know that that fulfillment, happiness, right? That happily ever after is on the horizon, even if it doesn't look that way. And one thing that's coming through from the Divine Director is it happens quick, right? Your life can change in an instant, and that's, I know we often look at that and think it's bad, right? But in reality, it can change the other way too, right? And he does want to remind you that that happiness is closer to us, to you, to the world. It's closer than you think, okay? And we have the King of Wands coming through as well. Keep your mind on the ball, right? Keep yourself on track, and keep trying is what I want to say. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I think I kind of burned out a little bit. I hope that I got everyone. I want to thank you. Oh yeah. I want to thank you. Please don't forget to like and comment. I hope that helped Radiant uprising, and take care. Bye everyone.